The scorching sun illuminated the vast arid land, where two brothers walked different paths. Cain and Abel grew up in the same house, sons of the same father and mother, but they carried opposite destinies. Cain, the firstborn, bent over the fields, his hands calloused from working the land. Abel, the youngest, moved among the green hills, leading his flock with firm steps. Sweat ran down their faces, but each one's journey carried a different weight. From the beginning, the brothers had learned that everything came from the Creator. Cain, a dedicated farmer, saw the land as his greatest achievement, plucking its fruits from it with effort and persistence. Abel, a calm shepherd, saw in each lamb a reflection of divine providence. Their offerings to God were different, but their desire to be accepted was the same. When the time for sacrifices arrived, both prepared their offerings. Cain gathered the best of his harvest, golden wheat, succulent dates, dried figs, and placed them on the stone altar. Abel, in turn, took the firstborn of his flock, a robust and unblemished lamb, and sacrificed it to the Lord. Smoke rose to the heavens, but only one of the sacrifices found favor. The fire quickly consumed Abel's offering, while Cain's remained untouched. Cain watched in silence, feeling the weight of rejection crush his shoulders. His mind grew dark. The hard work, the long hours under the scorching sun, all seemed futile in the eyes of the Creator. Abel's blood had been accepted, but Cain's fruits were not considered. Anger grew within him like a fire that could not be contained. Time passed, but the shadow of envy did not dissipate. In the field where he had once planted life, Cain now cultivated a dark thought. He not only wanted to be accepted, but he longed to erase the one who had been favored. His gaze grew heavier and heavier as it rested on Abel, and the earth that had once supported him seemed to whisper an inevitable fate. Then, on a day of blazing sun, Cain led Abel into the field. His opportunity was before him, and the pent-up anger boiled over in his hands. The blow was swift, brutal, final. Abel's blood stained the earth, sealing a crime that could not be undone. The wind blew over the silent scene, carrying with it a stifled scream. The silence, however, did not last long. A voice echoed across the earth, piercing Cain's soul. It was the Creator, calling him by name. The murderer's heart sank, but he tried to hide his crime with empty words. There was no escape. Abel's blood cried out from the earth, demanding justice. Judgment came without delay. The land that had once given Cain sustenance would now deny him its fruits. No harvest would prosper in his hands. He would become a fugitive, a wanderer, doomed to wander without rest. Despair consumed him, for he knew that the mark of his crime would make him a target of the wrath of men. But the Creator, even in the midst of punishment, decreed a limit. Cain would bear a sign, a mark that would prevent him from being killed in revenge. Cain set out, leaving behind his family, his land, and everything he knew. Each step he took seemed heavier than the last, as if the earth itself rejected him. He tried to cultivate the soil in new regions, but no seed would sprout, and wherever he went, the soil remained barren. Isolation became his only companion, and the weight of remorse grew with each passing day. He wandered aimlessly, haunted by the gaze of Abel, who still seemed to watch him in his dreams. In time, Cain came to the land of Nod, east of Eden. There, far from everything, he began to rebuild his life. He married, had children, and built a city, trying to fill the void left by the crime he had committed. But even among men, the mark he bore distinguished him, constantly reminding him of divine judgment. His descendants grew and became powerful, but the shadow of the blood spilled never dissipated. Cain's name was marked in history as that of the first murderer, an eternal warning about the consequences of envy and sin. The story of Cain and Abel is not just an account of humanity's first murder. It is a mirror of human nature, of the danger of envy and bitterness. How many times do we allow resentment to grow within us until it consumes us? How many times do we care more about what others receive than about what we offer from the heart? Cain made his choice and reaped its consequences, but we still have time. What have we cultivated within ourselves? A fertile ground for envy and resentment, or a heart ready to offer the best to the Creator? The decision is in our hands. If this message spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear this word. And if you want more content about the history of the Bible, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's learn more about the Word of God together.